Hello YouTube. So this is just gonna be a short video. I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys. I'm closing up here already at work. I just want to encourage you guys that no matter what you are going through, I am so serious as I say this. God is so good, and if you have not experienced Him in your life, then I hope that one day you are able to experience His love and just the power and everything that happens when you enter that relationship with God. And I haven't been able to really talk that much about my testimony or just a lot of things that have been happening in my life. I know that the first video that I ever posted on here, I did mention a few things that I've gone through, and I would like to make videos on little things that I guess little clips of everything that has happened. And I know that right now that we are going through a challenging season in our life again, and even though one of them was a stalker in our life, and now it's just to know that he has been finally discovered and that we don't have to worry about him anymore, and just that sense of feeling like someone isn't watching you now and you don't have that paranoia, I guess, is just a big relief in my life and in our life. And it just sucks to be in that situation. I've never been in it as bad as it was, and to feel like everything that I did, like I would constantly question myself, and just I backed away from a lot of my friends because there was a lot of trust issues, and I felt like that happened in my life where I couldn't trust people because of the stalker. I didn't know who it was. It wasn't even someone in my side. It was, a cousin of Isaac's ex-wife, right? Yeah, cousin of Isaac's wife. So I know that we are pressing charges on him, and Isaac had mentioned that there will be a trial or a court coming up in the next couple of months, and I guess we will keep you posted when all that happens. But I do want to encourage you guys today and just say that God is good, and no matter what you guys are going through, you will get through it. And I was hearing the podcast today from Lisa Bevere and John Bevere, and they were talking about being in the wilderness, and how do you know when you're in the wilderness, and how do you know when you're out of the wilderness. And they were mentioning that sometimes, the majority of the time, when you're exiting the wilderness, it gets so much harder, and that's usually when you feel like you want to give up. And I definitely feel like I've reached that point in my life. Reaching that point in my life of feeling, broken, and hearing, John and Lisa Bevere as they were explaining everything, it really does make a lot of sense, because they were giving examples of Job and of David, and how, everything that David went through, and just being persecuted. But when, the end came near, things seemed to be getting more chaotic, but he trusted in God, and he became the king, and God blessed him for his obedience. And I know that there was one thing that they mentioned where when God hides himself, it's to create a greater hunger in us to be able to just actually, yearn for him. I really love that quote or phrase, just the way they said it, and it's really true. In my life, when I have felt that God has disappeared, or like he's just not listening to me, it's usually when something great is about to happen, and my faith becomes stronger, because even though it seems like nothing is coming out the way I want it to, it works out at the end. It's just being able to trust God no matter what, and saying, you know what, let your will be done, just like Jesus did before being crucified. And so I just want to encourage you guys. I'm sorry I'm not looking you guys straight, I am closing up here, but I just want to encourage you guys to listen to the podcast. Do not get discouraged in whatever season you're in, and just keep your head high. Just keep reading the word. Keep surrounding yourself with people that have the same desire and pursuing the same thing you want, which is God, which is to honor his kingdom. And if there's anything that you guys want to talk about, anything that you guys are struggling with, I would love to hear it. And don't be shy in commenting, and I will respond back. I will make a video if there's something that you want me to touch on first. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and hopefully this video is able to encourage you.